Hi guys, welcome to the Fight channel. Anthony Joshua says, I've been listening to a lot of Virgil Hunter. AJ is apparently trying to soak in as much boxing knowledge from as many sources as possible for his upcoming rematch against Oleksandr Usyk. The former British heavyweight, one of the biggest stars in the boxing firmament, recently let on to that he has been immersing himself in the training tidbits of American trainer Virgil Hunter, best known for his work with retired two-division titlist Hayward. I'm a fan of boxing, Joshua said in an Instagram live session. Away from actually competing in it, I watch a lot of boxing, listen to a lot of people that talk about boxing. At the minute, I've been listening to a lot of Virgil Hunter, who is an experienced coach and trainer of Hayward, so I've been listening to a lot of Virgil Hunter recently. It is not clear if Joshua is referring to personal advice from Hunter, or if he is simply referring to exciting videos or audio media of Hunter in the internet. In any case, Joshua appears to be friendly with Hunter. Joshua spent time with Hunter as early as last October, when he dropped by Hunter's gym in Hayward, California for a workout. "That's my guy," Joshua said of Hunter. The visit, in fact, was part of Joshua's larger attempt to find a new instructor after his unanimous points loss last September against Usyk at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. During the same trip, Joshua also made visits with Eddie Reynoso, the trainer of Unified 168-pound champion Canelo Alvarez, Robert Garcia, the trainer of flyweight titleist JC Rodriguez, and Ronnie Shields, the trainer of middleweight titleist Jermall Charlo. Joshua has been cool about with whom he will be working ahead of the rematch against Oleksandr Usyk, which has not yet been officially announced. Though it appears his longtime trainer Rob McCracken will not longer be at the head of his corner. The almost obsessive search for a new trainer indicates the difficult task that lies ahead of Shadow. In their first fight, Joshua had virtually no answer for the dexterity of the Ukrainian southpaw. Those feints, busy jab and overhand left hands, had the Londoner reeling in the late rounds. Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, told reporters last week that he expects Joshua to announce his new trainer in 2 weeks. In addition to Whyte, Virgil Hunter is also known for his work with welterweights Amir Khan and Mario Barrios. Hunter is also the head trainer of one of Joshua's friends and managerial clients, the British light heavyweight contender Joshua Buatsi. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Eddie Hearn, a promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, said that AJ's team is ready to postpone a rematch with WBA, WBO and IBF title holder Oleksandr Usyk. We'll give him as much as time he needs to fight with us again, but we are not withdrawing this obligation. We do not seek to avoid this. Joshua was offered a lot of money for refusing this fight, but he didn't take it. If we have to have an interim fight in May or June, we will be happy to do it. After that, we'll fight with Usyk when the situation gets better. Officially, we haven't heard anything from his team, Hearn said. Anthony Joshua's 5 realistic interim fight options if Oleksandr Usyk rematch delayed. Examines 5 potential opponents for Joshua. The first, Joseph Parker. A dangerous fight, no doubt, but this is a chance to renew old rivalries and would be no easy evening's work. It was far from a classic when the pair clashed in Cardiff in March 2018 as Joshua unified the division by disposing the Kiwi of his WBO belt. Parker showed his durability by becoming the first fighter to ever go the distance with Joshua in the professional ranks. The New Zealand is currently part of Tyson Fury's camp, for his upcoming All-British showdown with Dillian Whyte at Wembley, having relocated to Morecambe. The second, Luis Ortiz. There is plenty of history between these two after Ortiz was lined up to replace Jarrell Miller, before Andy Ruiz landed his life-changing shot at glory, following his positive drug test in 2019. The Cuban brute and his team played hardball, thought and thoroughly tested the patience of Hearn before becoming embroiled in an ugly, public online spat that could ultimately push Ortiz out of contention due to the previous bad blood. But he remains a viable option for AJ, who is looking to reveal some confidence. Ortiz is fresh off the back of stopping Charles Martin on New Year's Day in Hollywood, meaning a deal is there to be done should the veteran not shy away from the challenge. The third, Joe Joyce. This one seems unlikely, but still possible, given that Joyce is currently represented by Frank Warren. Despite Fury vs. Whyte, fights between Warren and Hearn still remain a rarity unless ordered by a governing body. Joyce is ready for anyone thought and would represent a tricky opponent for Joshua, who wants to return to winning ways. The Juggernaut's granite chin could prove to be a real problem for AJ, and although this is not the best domestic fight that can be made, it will be one that captures the imagination of the public. The fourth, Otto Wallin. Wallin is as game as they come, having already taken Fury the distance before his Halloween fight with Whyte was cancelled due to the body snatcher's shoulder injury. The heavy-handed Swede is not one to duck a challenge, therefore this could be an easy fight to make with Joshua. It would earn Wallin another big payday and help him gain further credibility as one of the division's top 15 contenders. Hearn also made a number of fights with Wallin's promoter Dmitry Salita in the past, which could be of significance. Tyson Fury vs. Dillian Whyte could break record set by Anthony Joshua vs. Vladimir Klitschko. Tyson Fury vs. Dillian Whyte is on course to smash the record set by Anthony Joshua's clash with Vladimir Klitschko after 19,000 tickets were sold in 3 hours yesterday. The Gypsy King 33 will defend his WBC heavyweight title against the Body Snatcher on April 23rd at Wembley Stadium, home of the England national football team. Top-rank CEO Todd Dubov has confirmed they have sold out their allocation, while Fury's United Kingdom's promoter Frank Warren will request permission from London Mayor Sadiq Khan to increase the capacity to 100,000 seats. The current record at the Dance of a Boxing match at Wembley is 19,000, when Joshua took on Klitschko in 2017. Speaking to TalkSport, Fury said, "We had those great nights in Las Vegas. A lot of fans turned out for that. It's down to me to come home and put on a big fight in the United Kingdom and give all the fans that traveled abroad and ones who couldn't travel come and see me in the flesh and see the fight. It's going to be an absolute epic night. It's going to be an electric night. I cannot wait to the throne and a defense in an all-British showdown. I cannot wait." Fury 33 won the title after destroying Deontay Wilder in 7 rounds back at the MGM Grand in February 2020. He followed it up by repeating the same feat against the Bronze Bomber at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas a year later. Fury added, "I'm absolutely ecstatic, can't believe it. The boys are back in town. 4 years in the making. I've been away on the road for 4 years in Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and been all over the place. I'm glad to be back home in the capital city. Boxing at the biggest stadium in the country," said Fury. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.